we are watching is that the threats have shifted a little bit more to the south. It's really into Tennessee. That's where the greater risk is, and even into parts of Arkansas. But for us, as we get past 10 o'clock, between 10 and 2 a.m., that's when our window is open for some of those stronger storms. And the greatest risk here is going to be strong, potentially damaging winds. An isolated spin-up tornado can't be totally ruled out. And flooding. We don't have any flash flood watch in effect, but we could certainly see an inch or two of accumulating rain, and that could lead to some flooding in those poor drainage areas or just in those large ditch areas. Notice that your max impact for the area, that slight risk right here for the southern part of south central Kentucky. That's where we do have more of an elevated risk, and the risk continues to get higher into portions of Tennessee. So really from Madisonville back to Bowling Green and even all the way out there to Tompkinsville, that's where we have the greater risk. Now, areas farther to the north could still see some severe weather, but the threats are not as high for places like Munfordville to Horse Branch, back to Litchfield and Elizabethtown. But from 10 to 2 a.m., that's when we do have that threat to see some stronger winds. Isolated hail. Hail doesn't seem to be a threat here, at least no severe hail. We could have maybe marble-sized hail in a storm or two. And then we also run the risk with those rapidly moving storms that you do get a brief spin-up tornado, but really it's the strong winds and the flooding that seems to be the bigger threat in that 4-hour window there. You can see with Max Storm right now, we're just tracking the rain through the area, and we've got more of those showers coming on in from the west. But we will be getting into that potential severe weather a little bit later on. You can see at 10 o'clock starting to see a few of those storms try to develop, and there we go. There's the heavier storms trying to push on through the area, and this is already at 2 a.m. Our weather models, they keep slowing down, so there's a chance that the threats could maybe get shifted a little bit later on in the night. That's the reason why we do have a fairly wide window here. But this is 2 a.m. and the storm's continuing to push on through. They're really outside of the area by around 3, 4 o'clock. Again, according to this weather model here, we're going to keep an eye on any sort of trends over the next few hours. That can really allow us to narrow in on the best time frame here. But as we get into the early morning hours of your Thursday, things will really be settling down. A few lingering showers as the kids are off at the bus stop in the morning. We'll be greeted by better sunshine later in the day, and temperatures actually feeling pretty good overall. And right now we are generally in the 70s, and these numbers really aren't going to move a whole lot over the next few hours because of the clouds and some of those showers. So we're expecting more of those storms likely, again, past to 10 o'clock and into part of the overnight. A few could be severe, low temperatures around about 70 degrees or so. As we look ahead to your Thursday, we'll start off with a few isolated rain showers, but as the day continues, we've got temperatures just working their way into the lower 80s, some better afternoon sunshine for you. We get into the weekend, you'll notice temperatures heading back up around 90s Saturday and Sunday. A few storms on Saturday and then again on Monday. And after Monday, kind of a nice little front come through that will freshen the air up a bit, keep those temperatures in the lower 80s for highs and 60s for lows as more and more kids are jumping on the school bus for the first day of school.